My brothers and sisters in Christ, do you remember when Jesus Christ asked his disciple, who does the people say that Jesus was? Do you remember? Today, I'm gonna bring you the same answer that the disciples gave to Jesus Christ, because the fame of Jesus Christ had spread like a wildfire, and the people were saying who really Jesus was. Some people were saying that Jesus was John the Baptist, who had been raised from the dead, because John the Baptist was already dead. And another people were saying that Jesus Christ was one of the prophets from the old. Another people were saying that Jesus was Elijah, that also had come back from the dead, Yeah, today let's reflect about what Herod thought about who Jesus was. Today this passage of the scriptures is all about Herod the Tetrarch. Herod was a king who ruled from 4 BC to 39 AD. 1/4 of Israel was under his jurisdiction. Today let's reflect about the death of this martyr, the martyrdom of John the Baptist JP. Let's reflect upon the Gospel of Mark chapter 6 verses from 14 to 29. For Herod, Jesus was John the Baptist. He thought that Jesus was John the Baptist, who he had beheaded, Why he would do such a terrible thing. I don't like the gospel today. I think it is the most sad passage from the Gospels, There is no happily ever after in this story, the beheading of John the Baptist. Today we have 4 characters in this story. We have JB, John the Baptist, who was the herald, the one who came to prepare the way for the Lord. Even he recognized Jesus inside his mother's womb, when he kicked inside Elizabeth's womb. We have also Herod, who was the ruler, the king, who had a fear about John the Baptist. He enjoyed to listen. He would listen, John the Baptist. He was perplexed about the teachings of John the Baptist, but a little concerned. We have also Herodias. Herodias was the wife of Philip, Herod's brother. And guess what? Herod had taken his brother's wife as his own wife. And this woman, Herodias, had a daughter. We don't know her name. That daughter, we don't know for sure whether she was only a teenager or a woman. We have these 4 characters: John the Baptist, Herod, Herodias, and the daughter of Herodias, I think with Philip. What happened? John the Baptist had said to Herod that was unlawful for him to take his brother's wife as his own wife, and this made Herodias got really angry. She had been harboring a grudge against John the Baptist, and she desired to kill him, but there was no way. Herod put John the Baptist in a prison in custody and kept him there. The time came when Herod was celebrating his birthday, and he threw a party for a lot of important people, like the members of his kingdom, upscale people, I would say. And then the daughter of Herodias started dancing, and she pleased everyone. We don't know whether it was a seductive dance or only a playful dance, like a little girl dance. But the thing is that it pleased Herod a lot, and he said to this little girl or teenager, I don't know, ask me whatever you want and I will give it to you, up to the half of my kingdom. I don't know, she was naive, but instead of taking an opinion by herself, she asked, Mom, what shall I ask? As her mom, I don't know if it was like a mother, like a daughter, I don't know, but she took advantage of that and said to her daughter, ask for the head of John the Baptist, that he bring me the head of JB on a platter. So she asked the king, and the king had made a vow, an oath. So I don't know, but I think among Jewish people, when someone had made a vow, it was hard not to make his word. She asked, bring me the head of John the Baptist on a platter. Yeah, the king was really sad and disappointed because he liked John the Baptist. He liked, but as he had made a promise, he couldn't break it. So he ordered to executioner to go there inside the jail and behead John the Baptist. So he went and brought and gave it to this girl, and this girl gave it to mom. When the disciples of John the Baptist knew that, they went to the jail, took his body and buried in a grave. Sad story, sad and terrible, because how can this little girl be so mean? I think she was not a girl to do such a thing, to dance, and I think she was as sneaky as her mother. This is my opinion. I think she was not a little girl. This is the way that the life of John the Baptist finished. Sad story, the relative of Jesus Christ. And this story brought me kind of a doubt, because I don't know if it is lawful to celebrate our birthday, because we can find 2 times only birthday party on the Bible. First, in the Old Testament, when the Pharaoh threw a birthday supper, there was this dream. I think Joseph dreamt about 2 men, a butler and also a baker. And then when this Pharaoh gave this party, this celebration, he ordered that the baker would be hanged, and also in the celebration of his birthday, there was no happily ever after. And 2 times, the first time with this Pharaoh, the second time now in this story about the king of Herod who threw a party. I think when we celebrate our birthday, I think we are being like selfish, like bragging about ourselves. I don't know if it is correct to celebrate, because Jesus didn't celebrate his birthday. We can find only these 2 passages, and both passages ended up like a bad end, So yeah, it made me wonder about the situation of celebrating birthdays. We have to think about when we are bragging about ourselves, when we think about ourselves and celebrate about our lives, because there also another passage: the day of our death is better than the day of our birth, So I don't know. Yeah, I think it's not good to celebrate our birthdays. This is my opinion, okay? I hope you all have a blessed day. All things are possible with God. May God bless you all.